Hi, it's about time I made a video. This just has some extensions going on. They're really long, fluffy. It's nice, put in a little ponytail. How are you today? It's been a really long weekend. I just decided I'd do a little bit of makeup just because I have nothing better to do with my life. And so I'm just taking a little dual-ended brush and dipping it in some argan oil, edge control, and then just trying to swoop these little baby hairs. I don't know why, but I feel like ever since summer came along, I got worse at doing my baby hairs. That's big. But you know what? It's cute. Goo goo gaga, little baby curl. And so now I'm just gonna do the rest of them. I'm just having bad luck today. Okay, that one's pretty good. Watch this actually be horrible and I'm just telling myself it's good so that I leave it alone. I'm just gonna go back and watch this footage and be like, what was I thinking? I'm kind of living for this little fluffiness back here. It's like a little carpet. Does the carpet match the tree? No. Okay, that one actually turned out nice. I remember one time in 4th grade, this girl who used to bully me found out that I wore deodorant and she was like, oh my god, you wear deodorant? That's so gross. And so I stopped wearing deodorant because I was like, oh, I'm getting judged for wearing deodorant. And then she came up to me and she's like, you don't wear deodorant? That's so gross. That's disgusting. And I'm like, I can't catch a break, can I? And I was like that one kid that just everyone hated for no good reason. Like, I never did anything. Like, there was one person who, like, if he hated me, he had a good reason. And that's because I had a crush on him and I didn't know how crushes worked. And I just assumed that since we were both the only two black kids in the classroom, we were supposed to be dating. Because that's what my mother taught me. And my mother is insane. So I would chase him around during recess because I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna show him that I love him. And I didn't actually love him. That was just my mother's poisonous teachings. And she'd make really inappropriate jokes about him, and I'm like, that's not okay. I'm realizing it after the years. And so I'm just putting some sunscreen on my face. I'm not even going out anywhere, but it's good to make sure your skin's protected. Gotta put on your forehead, put on your eyelids, just a little bit gently. And put on your neck and your chest. And if you rub it between your hands beforehand, it doesn't really get that weird cast. You see? It doesn't have a cast on it right now. The little swoop. And oh! And so I don't know what kind of makeup look I'm gonna do today. I'm feeling something yellow. I just want yellow and green and blue and like, I might even put some weird white dots on. I'm just flowing. So I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer on a dry beauty blender and put that on my lid. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna add a little definition to my face using the dark concealer from Black Radiance. And I just use this as a contour because it like dries up and it's like nice. And I should have done this before I did my edges because then it just makes everything look better. And I'm just applying a lot because I just want to look a little snatched today. And I'm not gonna apply any under my nose because it's already so big, and I feel like that's just gonna make it bigger. I was gonna go without makeup today, but then I was like, but I have nothing to do today. And if I want to spend 5 hours doing my makeup, I could spend 5 hours doing my makeup. Because at work, I can't wear makeup. And so 5 out of 7 days of the week, I'm not wearing makeup. And that's very devastating for me. Because I'm the kind of girl, I was that girl in high school who like every day wore makeup. And if I showed up to school and I wasn't wearing makeup, you knew something bad happened. Like something horrible happened. So like going that long without makeup is kind of hard for me. It makes it difficult for me to like feel myself. I feel very ugly without makeup. And then my boyfriend's always like, you're not ugly without makeup. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I think you're the most beautiful creature to exist. And he says that all the time. And he's like, well, why is this not helping you? And I'm just like, I just have a lot of like self-hate that I need to learn to deal with. You know what I mean? So that's done. So I'm gonna go in with Sunlight from the 25L palette from Morphe. And I'm just gonna pat that on so that it gets the most color. And then I'm gonna go in with Nature, which is a really cute little green. And I'm gonna pat that on while blending it out. Now you see, because I have really dark skin, this will look great with a white primer. But I haven't been able to find a right white primer that doesn't crease like crazy. So I'm just kind of stuck doing this. And ignore the growling in the background, that's the dog. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Parade, which has very intense fallout, and then blend that into Nature. It's kind of like a Viridian shade. And I'm bringing this like almost up to the brow, not quite up to the brow, because you still see there's a tiny little ring of space. And then I'm probably gonna go in with Playground and Cola from the James Charles palette, because there are no matte blues in the Morphe 25L palette, which I think is really sad because there's 3 shimmery blues. I feel like they really could have taken out Harmony, which is this darker blue, and put in a matte blue in that same value. And so I'm just gonna dab on a little bit of Playground right there. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. This is going great. And then I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Cola and like deepen it and bring it onto the lid. Little mermaidish. Now I'm gonna do my other eye. You ever like wish or like pretend that Neverland was real so that like you could like play forever and like never have to grow up? Because I kind of think about that like all the time. And you ever think about those mermaids from Peter Pan and how like vicious they were They like straight up tried to kill that girl in that scene where she's like trying to talk to Peter and he's like playing with the mermaids. Pizza! That's all I can think of when I watch Hunger Games. Pizza! Not PETA, but Peter in like a British accent. PETA! I'm sorry. I'm so annoying. You ever like think of like song lyrics and then you realize over the years that they are probably like the most inappropriate thing you've ever said? And then you're just like, I was a little kid jamming out to like Lady Gaga, jamming out to like Born This Way and all sorts of stuff, and like Paparazzi and like that Peacock song. And like, it's really kind of inappropriate when you look at the lyrics now as I'm older. And it's like, why was this allowed on kids' radio? So now I'm gonna do like a white cut crease, but like not a white cut crease. I don't know, I'm trying to decide. I was gonna do like a matte white cut crease, but now that I'm looking at Liberation, which is my favorite shade in the 25L palette, I really wanna like do a cut crease with that because it is nice and cute and like green. Like, let me just, it's like, it's cute, but I could also put that on the inner corners. I could also use Stonewall, which is a nice like warm silvery gold. I'm trying to think if there's any other shades. Ooh. There's Hello from the James Charles palette. Oh, that's too blue. It looked greener. And then there's Cape Cod, but that's too dark. But these blended together is kind of cute. I would do that. I would mess around with that. Or I could just use a completely different color. So I might go in with Infinity, which is a silver from the Makeup Revolution palette. It's really intense. I could do a mix of that with Liberation. Now let me just decide what should go in front. So I decided to cut the crease with Liberation towards the black and Infinity towards the front because Liberation has a very like green tone. And now I'm trying to hold still so that the camera can focus. Okay, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. If I'm out of focus, I'm out of focus. You know what? You guys don't really care, do you? You might, I don't know. And so I'm just gonna cut the crease on my other eye. And so I'm gonna use a tiny sponge to pat on the colors. See how that's kind of green? Let's add a little bit more over here. Because I just love this shade. It's my favorite in this entire palette. And then my second favorite would be Stonewall. And then it'd have to be Sunlight after that because that is just such a bright yellow and it's a very warm toned yellow. That's what I really want in a yellow that I'm using for makeup. I want something warm toned. Because I'm not trying to look like the Green Goblin. Ignore how ironic that is with this green look. If the camera would focus. Let's just like try this. It kind of worked. Oh, I just scooched closer and then it worked. Thanks for focusing on me. You gotta focus on me. Focus on me. That song is so old. Did I just age myself? I remember when that came out. I hated that song when it came out. Then again, I hate most of Ariana's songs. The only song by her that I like is Thank You Next. And I like 5 words of break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. So now I'm going to do the liner. And I'm going in with the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. And I started out at my outer corner and drew up a very intense wing. That's nice. Now I'm gonna do the other eye. I figured out why the concealer brush is so small, so you can use it to clean up mistakes like this. Now, if only you could use it to clean up mistakes like a one-night stand, or like failing a math test, or your own existence. It would be great to cover up all those mistakes. That's sharp. All right, so now I'm gonna take a tiny bit of concealer and put that under my eyes so that when I do the cohesive under eye shadow, it blends in and actually sticks to my face. I didn't think of doing this till like 2 weeks ago. It looks crazy right now, but it's gonna look better. And so I'm gonna go in with Cola, which is blue, which doesn't make sense, from the James Charles palette, and blend that under the eye. And then add a little bit of Daddy. And then I think I'm gonna take Liberation and put that in my inner corner. And then blend it a little bit under the eye. Like that. Exactly like that. This is like a very like carnival, like event, like party. Like you're gonna go to the city, you're gonna go to parade kind of look. Like it's kind of look that you're gonna wear if you're like gonna do something, not if you're gonna sit at home and eat re-microwaved Indian food, which may or may not be what I'm gonna do after this. Possibly, maybe. Don't at me. All right, now that I have both my eyes done, I'm gonna tight line and then I'm gonna add lashes. I wish this would like focus on me. Now it's focusing on me now that I'm like an inch away from my phone. But you can see it's just like cute little blending, a little silver, a little gold. Why did I say gold? I meant green. A little silver, a little green, a little yellow, a little blue. And I got my little edges. Tiny itty bitty little edges that I need to redo because sis needs to be laid. Shoot, someone give me a toothbrush. This is too much work. Why are you screaming? Okay, so the comb end saved my life today. And I learned how to save a life. I don't know what I touched, but like my entire hand is like glittery. Yeah, I would understand if it was this hand, because the back of this hand is just shining. I'm addicted. I don't know, I haven't played Mario since I was like in grade school. So now I'm just tightlining my eyes, which is the most horrible part of this entire experience. It's gonna help make your eyes pop. And they'll be like, who is she? When you walk into a room. Then they'll be like, she doesn't even go here. All the mean girls will hate you. All the mean girls in high school hated me. And then I became a mean girl. And then I went missing for 2 weeks, and then everyone acted like I never existed. So now I'm gonna put on the least dramatic lashes I own, because the dramatic lashes I own are upstairs and I don't feel like moving at all. I just want to eat all the food and become a circle and then roll around for the rest of my life. It is about 4 o'clock, 3:30 on a Sunday afternoon, and I've got about 80,000 things that I could be doing right now. I could be getting ready for work tomorrow at freaking 6 a.m. I could be messaging my boyfriend. I know I couldn't be messaging my boyfriend, but I could be doing a lot of other things. And right now I'm trying to watch glue dry. They might be on, maybe. They look on. Do I look like I could fly away? You wanna take me away? I look like I have 6 lashes on my face. I look insane. So now I'm gonna put mascara on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna try and blend my lashes up into the falsies. Because I should have curled my lashes before I put these on, but sometimes I forget. Something I always hate is like when a girl has on lashes and you can see like her real lashes underneath them. I don't know. Yeah, you can see mine and I hate that. So I just try to blend them up with mascara. That's a little bit better. Looks better on that eye. All right, now we just have to highlight, because we're not adding blush, because blush should be just like a little bit too much for this like cool toned look. And so I'm gonna go in with some Crown from the Royals palette, and I'm just gonna use that as a base. I'm gonna do that on both sides with a fan brush. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Queen, and by a little I mean all of it, and then make that highlight just a little bit more blinding. I don't think the gods are blind yet. I think they could stand for a little bit more. And then I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera. So I was going for a really dramatic brow, but I think that is just a little much. Oh, that just made it so much worse. Ooh, and ooh. They look like cousins. They don't even look like sisters. They look like They look like once removed, twice removed, 3 times removed, aunt and uncle from a different family. They look big. Oh well. So I think I'm gonna put on a little bit of clear lip gloss if I could actually find it. Oh, I did find it. Wow. This is gonna be slow. All right, guys, this is a finished look. Probably should put on an outfit to match. All right, guys, a little highlight on the chest, and that's the finished look. Little green on the eyes, a little green on the shoulders, green on the chest. A little bit of glow here and a little bit of glow there. And you're set for the day. Bye.